Hi, I'm Meg. I am a foster here at PARL. I had a pitty show up on my doorstep when I lived in Brooklyn back in 2010. Her name ended up being Betty. I was not able to, or so I thought. I could not have a dog at that point. I lived in an apartment with no pets. I tried so hard to find her a home, but it was incredibly hard. New York, obviously, all the shelters are overrun like anywhere, mostly with pit bulls. She had some behavior stuff too. She was very reactive, and then she just kind of wiggled herself into my heart. And one day I was like, oh, I guess I have a dog. So I learned a lot about dogs and just the pitties in general because of her. And then she sadly passed away last fall. I said goodbye to her. She had a long, really happy life. And so I wanted to kind of fill that space. But fostering seemed like a good way to sort of scratch that itch and spend some time with dogs and help out with PARL. You guys do such great work here. I've now fostered my fourth dog, which is Tack. My dog Betty was a real challenge. I learned a lot as far as just like reactive dogs and doing best by her and making her feel safe and happy. So I like being able to use that with other dogs that maybe are having a hard time. I also just think it's nice to give dogs a break from the shelter. You know, I mean, it's so nice here and they're so great to all the dogs, but it can be stressful for certain dogs. So I really like that part. Hang out with a dog, get that fulfillment, get that buddy for a while, and then if you have other stuff going on in your life that you can't really commit to long term, it's a really great way to still, you know, have that furry little friend in your life. If you're on the fence about fostering, I don't know, just do it. I don't know what else to say. I kind of leapt in just because that's sort of how I got my dog before. They're there for you if you need any services and any help. So if you're at all hesitant, just talk to the staff. Let them know what your lifestyle is like, I guess, what you're capable of doing. They're not gonna overload you with an animal that you can't handle. So if you wanna just start slow and talk to the staff, and they'll lead you in the right direction. You do get attached, and it is hard to then, say goodbye. But overall, it's been super gratifying to have like a few different dogs come through and know that they're like thriving and succeeding, and I learn something from every single dog. And if you want to foster fail and just keep the dog, you always can.
See if you can do down. This might be too much to ask. Down. Oh!